and then I can get onto chat. There's one of my favourite people streaming. I want to watch them, but I can't. Oh. Anyway. Pierre de God. No, so sad. Can't watch them. Anyway. Get to my stream. I need to find it again. Because if I just refresh my stream, then I appear on my old one. My old video, which I just made. There you go. I'm on it. Ooh. And now there you go. Cool, now everything's going. Let's do a solo match and get tilted. What do you want, Joel? Let's type in chat. There you go, I'm first. Woo, I'm first. It joins and I can't, it's not even finding a player. Usually it'd say like reserved or something. A legend, okay, I can dig this. I can dig this if it's a legend. If he doesn't play, shocking. I'm weird. The better my opponent, the better I play. And he hit me out of the way, that's his goal. It should have been if he didn't go for the celebration. I couldn't get the shot. And it wasn't even a power shot. It would, even if it was on target, it would have been safe. I should have advanced. If he just cut in slightly, he would have easily dunked me. When you run out of boosts because you missed the boost pad, so sad. He should have got the dunk on me. And he should have boosted off me right there. He wasn't going directly into his goal. Far corner? Nope. I got. Nope. What? That wasn't a save? No. He knows what's up. It's not worth it. I have no boost, so I won't be able to recover. I felt like he was trying to go for a dunk. Nah, that's just gifting the goal to him. I might as well say, here's the goal. I didn't get. And he's got that goal explosion. He's not skipping it. Here's a make or break. Yeah. Oops. I got too far along. Just take it. Got it. There you go. Got boost. I knew he was doing that, so I should have gone for a punish early. Caught him. Oh, almost faked him. That's his goal if I don't. Yep. Yep. I took the right angle in that, meaning that he had to hit it out. That's just gifting him the ball again. Seriously, I need to stop doing that. I got greedy. There's one. Nah, I can't do anything with that. Bad setup. Nah, I couldn't get around it. Hi, Nolan. That's fine. Done. Text shot to team only. Almost got the full shot. What? He still boost? Why did he still boost? Oh well. Too high. Yeah, I had no boost. Wasn't possible. How are you, Melvin? GG's. Apparently he's those wheels, I can't tell, is that Grandmaster? I can't tell. I'm not Grandmaster, you can be Simple Master. Grand Champion. Champion. There you go. No, Grandmaster, sheesh. That's a League of Legends, I believe. Oh, come on. Boost me. Not sure what he's doing. Let's just shoot, because I've stayed for a bit. I usually try and dribble it past him. That touch was annoying. He doesn't have it though. Nah, he just did. I thought with that touch he didn't have it. I thought it was going over. 420 seconds. I saw him and delayed it. Oh, I flipped accidentally. Oh, I missed that. That'd been such a nice shot. And I land badly. Doesn't go my way. At least it didn't go in. Still a chance of me coming back. I'll take it. Thank you. Oh no! That second touch absolutely killed it for me, and I ruined it. Why is he being so slow? I only meant to brake slightly, not completely. I didn't get a flick. Barely scooted off the ground. Too high? Ah! Darn it. And he's just gonna score that. In a 2v2 or a 3v3, you wouldn't be punished for something like that. Sojal rewards playing it safe, unfortunately. And I should have hit it and dragged it across the net. So when you get chances like that, you shouldn't play the ball because you might score in your... It's stupid the way it works. And they don't even have to try and save it. Beautiful flick. There's no way he was getting that. Ah, I couldn't get the dunk. Nice. He gets the dunk. And I didn't at least get the demo. I couldn't slow it down enough to just go behind him. You tried to go for the demo there. Just wondering if you'll just go straight across. Aha, I couldn't. And I missed it. You're just delaying, and then watch it. Oh, so close! Watch him go for the demo. Outplayed! Outplayed! Yeah, he's got Roy's gonna take a shot immediately, yep. Oh, I missed the boost, damn it. He's going to take a shot. That's fine, he's scuffed it. He tried to go for the demo, so I had to speed up there and drive up the wall. Nah, I couldn't get down and around. I only got down and straight into it. No! GG. That's frustrating. Played so hard and then he just gets a small touch and I wasn't in position to get it. Ah. Well, but Spiky should be back soon, hopefully, maybe. He said he would be back at some time, but I don't know. And then we can 1v1. Instead of me just 1v1ing random people online. Couldn't get underneath for a decent shot. It dropped too low because of my inability to get underneath. Nope. Can I? Nope, couldn't get behind it. I was above it way too much. Not behind. Not a good first touch. Yeah, that's okay. Not the worst I've seen myself do. Came in too fast, I should have slowed myself down and went to the right slightly. Nope. Note to self, never flip after it. Too low. Couldn't get that angle. I just went too low. No one's in the stream, right? No one's watching it. Are you still there, Melwin? I don't think so. Yeah, that went high, but I was low. I went to centre. Needed to be on the left more. The angle was so nice, and then it hit one in the right corner. And that just sucked, I couldn't get a third hit on. I couldn't get round. No angle to be found. No, this is just... I'm just playing this because I'm salty about losing that match. because when I'm playing, that's one of the reasons why I stopped playing compet. Because it's so, well, at least compet solo duel, because I would get so salty. Because I would lose to people who I know I could be if I didn't get stressed up and made silly mistakes. It's kind of like a maths paper, like an exam, say. You make a mistake, you think, oh, this is easy, I'll just do this, and then suddenly you miss the goal, hits the crossbar, comes out, and they just drive it in. Like, that aerial should have been my goal. Or at least I shouldn't have been punished for it. But it's solo duel where you've got no one backing up. And then I can't find people who are, because they stopped doing placement match ranks, and none of my friends who are as good as me or around my rank, they're all higher because they've all got other friends to play with, then I'm stuck low, and the only way for me to get higher is to solo queue. But solo queuing is horrible. Like, I tried that for doubles in order to get higher rank, and I couldn't get into gold, all because each of my gold placement rankings, each of the time where I could have gotten to gold, I would be played with rage quitters, or people who wouldn't rage quit, they would just stop playing or start scoring on their own goal because they get tilted. And it's incredibly annoying. So I stopped solo queuing. I'm early plat. I don't think I'm good enough to be diamond. Nearly. Oh no, not early plat. I think I'm early diamond, I mean. Like really early diamond, either plat 3 or early diamond. But rather than being a centre star, I complement with my plays. I'm more of an assister. It's like, how can you solo queue up when you centre it about 5 times in the match, but they only converted one of those into a goal because they were doing God knows what, or like riding your ass behind you. And then there's also other times where you have to be stuck in goal because they won't get out of the enemy's hull, and they just leave you in goal. It's just so stupid. Just incredibly stupid. But they just don't convert chances. What the hell is that? Backflip. Like, I want to be able to just like this. Nope. I want to be able to dribble, but I don't put in the practice, shall I say. Like, I can occasionally get good dribbles. I used to be a lot better, but I stopped putting in the training because I didn't find it fun. Whereas I found wall aerials fun. Wall aerials are nigh useless, but they're good to have in your arsenal, just say, even just wall shots. Because at lower levels, right, dribbles are impossible to defend for the enemy. It's like, sure, if I could dribble. Oh, that's another thing that peeved me off about solo queuing for stuff like doubles and triples, is that you start a dribble and then they're like, no, me, and just like tackle you on your team. Like that. That's a nice dribble, but it's over the goal. And they just ride your ass because they want to do everything themselves. Because they don't realise it's a team game. But with solo plays occasionally, they just think, they act as if it's solo standard, where you have to do everything yourself. Unless you place at a high level. Like, see, that was good, except it took too long to get into the dribble. Like, way too long. Like, I should have got into dribble there, but I was struggling. So then I had to use that extra time to control it. And the thing, really difficult thing to get the hang of is flicks in the Octane. It's so much easier than the Dominus, but then I wouldn't have the aerial skills I do. What I say skills. They're not skills compared to some people, but you know, they pay it in comparison. But like, I don't have the options that with the Dominus that I have compared to other cars. But then the other cars get so much flicks because they're lower down. And when you jump right, when you jump with the ball flies up, but it flies to a height, right, that is sometimes outside of your range, but because if you just do a tap jump, it still lifts off like a smaller distance, I guess, but you still got the same car length with the Dominus because you're less tall, your car's less tall, right? So it's easier to get flicks with a flat car. Like it's easy to get normal draws, and then some you kind of have to, but it's really difficult to convert into actual goals. Like that in say the Dominus, that would have flicked it back. Like I'll switch to the breakout now. Let's quickly design a breakout car and do my dribbles practice. Gosh, I got Merc. Oh gosh, that's a long time ago that I used that car. Breakout. I've still got Dot Matrix. Goodness. Heat Wave. Gotta find them. Here you go, Vortex. I've got the blue. Boost is Green Lightning. And then orange. It's not the most amazing car, to be honest, but VX. And then I'm pretty sure I used my Helios. Do I use my Helios for? Yeah, I'll just have to. And then stick a pink gold explosion on. And then we'll go. But yeah, flicks with this should be easier. Much easier. Dribble training that I created. Shouts out to that code if you managed to pause it in time. I'm gonna have to get slightly used to the flicking onto my car, because I haven't played Breakout in half a year, I'd say. Almost. Like it's been that long that it just roars off my roof because I've got to get used to it. Like instantly, instantly the first flick I do. But it's just me getting used to it. Like, I'm just not getting there. Oh, that's another thing. Sometimes dribbles are just generally easier with these because flat tops. I've just got to get used to it. See that flick? Although that was kind of a different flick, but it's a nice finisher. Like instantly you get long range flicks. It's so stupid. Like you could just cross map flick everyone. Like even just that, easy flick. And then almost. See, it's just so much easier to get flicks with these. So much easier. Like, and it's almost impossible with the Octane. You've got to get it. You've got to get a sweet spot. So you've got to be really proficient at dribbling. And I'm just not. See, I lose it to the side too often. But in a match sometimes I can do it, like when it counts. Oh, on Octane, Octane's a better for side dribbling, I do have to say. Like dribbling it just slightly on your side. Like, see, that's the flick I want to be able to do in things. Not the one that goes and hits the post, but the one that goes top to corner. That's pretty much it. And being able to do that, I miss being able to do that. We could go, or you could dribble it and then go, and then back underneath it. Couldn't get that, but it's just so much easier to get flicks on these. Just so much easier. But then I'll go to a, say, wall aerial thing, like, and it's so much more difficult. It's just impossible to get used to. And also hitboxing, like running up a wall, just like general wall aerial stuff is just pretty impossible. Like, say I'll go to training right now and go to, or in any you think you'll hit stuff, and it's like, because it's paper thin, and especially on the 100 ping like I usually am because I'm playing with US, it's difficult. But let's try wall air dribbles. Why not? It just feels weird, for one. And the ball pops off the ground, and stuff like that. I would hit that with a Octane, but I just don't hit it with this. It feels like I'm a paper thin wafer. That's what I feel like. I think I used to main Dominus. Like, I just feel like a paper thin wafer. It just doesn't feel as nice. And stuff like that, I just can't get decent hits on that. It's like I have to change my technique slightly for all areas with this. And then you've got Jazer doing bloody wall drills with the Beetle, for goodness sake. Like, oh my gosh, that is just disgusting how good he is. It's incredibly disgusting. But then you can't use them in actual pro matches because they're impossible to set up when they know you're going for it. I mean, you can occasionally. That's nothing with the wall areas. It just shows that, yeah, maybe if I switch cars, it will allow me to get better. Because, say, I'm not hitting it with the tip of my car, I'm hitting it with the slight above my roof on the Octane. So I just need to learn how to do that. Like that, I should have got a tap there and hit it centre, but it wasn't going to reach goal anyway. Like, I just can't get it right. And I'm not the best at double touches by far. Like, I just can't do this. Well, it was impossible. Like, just getting the hit off the wall is annoying. And because it's slightly longer, the tip moves slightly slower because of it's further away than the pivoting point. No, that was actually decent. But I didn't get the double touch. Like stuff like that would hit the point of an Octane, but not the point. Like practicing with this would make me much more precise. Say practicing with the breakout or the twin mill, because I don't have the Dominus. Domus would be better because it's got a slightly thicker front, I believe. But I don't know, it just doesn't feel right at all. It doesn't. Nah, I couldn't get a second touch after I got around the ball to get it top left corner. And I didn't slow myself down and I kept myself sideways. I was asking for that bar to the right. It just doesn't feel right to me. It feels a lot more sluggish in the air because it's longer. It feels really like as if I'm going in slow motion almost, which is on the bright side. It feels nice. It feels very floaty. But then, can I get some of the insane for me? Come on, don't be mean. Insane air wheels that I get with the Octane, like the weird ass angles I get. I'd have to get used to this. I would really have to get used to it. It would be difficult. And then there's another thing, because if I focus purely on dribbling and that, surely I'd miss something. Like that, I can push the car back in time after I overturned, like I could with the Octane. Oh, I went the wrong way there. But it's just so much more difficult. It just feels difficult. Maybe, in order to improve my skills, I need to not rely on a car and just rely on myself. So change car like every week or something. Because that might be easier, shall we say. So that way I can get better at doing flicks, get with the breakout, and then maybe that will transfer to the Octane on it. Because it's a, just because it's an all-rounder, I'd say it's a better car in my opinion. But that's my opinion. For goodness sake, I could use Marauder, but then it's slightly, it's got the same physical height, but it's closer to the ground, so it doesn't have the same in-game height. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have the cool suspension. It also means it's much more difficult for jump resets in Marauder. Jump resets are easier on the Octane, I'd say, just because the wheels are slightly separated from the actual carriage, whereas in the breakout, the wheels are inbuilt into the carriage of the car. Like stuff like that, I'll be able to get a decent hit off that and go in with my car with the Octane, but I just can't with the breakout. Nope, couldn't get above it. Yeah, I turned in here, shall we say. I should probably start streaming, because including my other stream, my Necropolis stream, I wasn't streaming. Oh, I streamed for just under an hour, maybe an hour now. Yeah, an hour. So I could do that. I could stop streaming now. I could. I mean, I'm gonna have to in a second now, but. Like, it also doesn't seem like a softer touch, because I have to hit it directly with the front, which is a harder surface than the roof. That was okay, it was straight on though, so it's very easy to save. Like, it's really easy to save. you have to adjust getting a dribble started like differently. I failed in flick. Maybe I'm just... It's probably partially to do with me just sucking with flicks, just generally, and my dribbling. Right. What? I think some parts of air dribbles are supposed to be easier with a flatter front car, like the Breakout or Dominus. I heard air dribbles were supposed to be a lot easier, just because of how flat. Maybe for training, it will make me get used to balancing it on tip rather than top of the car, won't it? And then when I switch to the Octane, it'll be like my crutches are lifted and I can use both, but I'll rely more on the tip and get better aerials. Like that. I just didn't adjust myself when in the air in order to get the full readjustment, unfortunately. No, it went too forward in that. Didn't even get the jump reset. Like when it comes off the wall, because I can't hit it decently because I've got barely a tip, it ends up being like coming straight out. No jump reset. If that was a jump reset, I could have made something of that. Do any pros use the Breakout? I mean, I know I shouldn't use cars based on it, so I can smash. I mean, smash melee is pretty much set now because it's been so many years since its release, and the same character's been at the top constantly, except for Peach making entry, like suddenly. Although Wife played her a bit, but I say a bit, putting a ton of hours into something you love. Oh, I think I had enough time to do that and go pro in Rocket League, but now I suck ass. Don't have enough time to improve, just sit here for hours. Well, I do. I guess I don't love the game enough, shall we say. It's fun, but I can't practice for hours and hours on end in order to get good enough. And I didn't play at release, so well, they've been getting better with a lot more effort than I put in for a longer time. Like, the gap just widens unless I'm some insane god with a limitless talent, and I know I'm not talented at Rocket League. Gosh, no. I suck ass really. Just look at my wall layers. I've maybe put anywhere between 50 and 100 hours into my wall layers, and it's still suck ass. Because either I haven't been practicing constructively, like I haven't been thinking of how to improve myself, I've just been doing it mindlessly. Because most of it's air control. So that's just sort of something you get the hang of after a long time of playing, really. But I haven't been doing it too constructively. It's easy to tell. That's one of the reasons why having a trainer, say in running or whatever, or tennis, it's easier because they help you spend it constructively, because they can observe you from the outside and tell. I mean, I'm not recording exactly what I'm doing and going, okay, that's where I went wrong, don't do that next time. Like, I don't have enough time to do that, and I can't record myself and be able to immediately look back at it without leaving Rocket League. I mean, if I constantly scored a goal, I would be able to, but I don't even do that. Like if I I forgot the Breakout, that would have been a shot in the Octane. But hell no, not in the Breakout. That was a nice recovery after I lost it. See, I lost it by that second touch. I'd lost it, but I managed to recover just in time. It looked weird because of that. Incredibly. It was an ugly wall angle. Maybe someone would find it cool. And that I just couldn't get around, and I didn't go forward enough. So with that setup, I hit it too far behind me. So I'm coming in at too sharp of an angle to make anything with it, except for if I get perfect, like touch. But it's really difficult to get a perfect touch. I mean, I did it, but then even then I had too much momentum and I was gonna get it over crossbar anyway. With that, I didn't keep my nose down far enough. I hit it too far to the left because of, I believe it was my second touch, it ruined it after I came off the wall. I'm not including that touch, the very first touch, like when I hit it off the wall. Or this, I'm not counting that touch, or this touch when I say first or second touch. But my setup is just soft there. I mean, decent readjustment, that would have been a decent goal. Say, if I were closer, say at the halfway line, that would have been a really nice goal. But then, I was too far away, so it isn't a really nice goal, it's a goal that just fell short. And I came in too fast to get the... I kind of got the read on that, but not really. And that I just lost it with my tip while spinning. It's kind of like an academy, like I'm teaching myself. Like, this is constructive, identifying exactly what's losing it, although I'm not sometimes, I'm just restarting immediately. Like with this, I went too far forward, hit it slightly too high, so I went underneath the ball slightly too much. That it was, I lost control, I went too far to the right, I started off too low hitting it, I didn't get underneath it, the ball didn't go high enough off my setup. That, I just got a bad angle, I had to go around the ball, and I wasn't willing to. Like that, you have to go around it somehow. Like I got around it, but that's because I hit it in that direction, I went to one, underneath. Like you've got to hit it and get around it at the same time. The only way to do that is to perfectly rotate while spinning. And I don't think I can. Definitely have nowhere near that level of control. That, the first touch in the air just sucked. Same with that, I hit it too far away, I need to caress it slightly and make it, I need to not, if I hit it perfectly right then it escapes, but then if I hit it too softly then I move away from the ball myself because it like readjusts me. That was kind of nice, but no, I took it too far. I slowed it down too much so that it went, and took it too far to the side. It could have been a top corner shot if I just left it at some point. But it's difficult to tell when you're backwards. Like, how can you do this while also rotating? And like feathering the boost with your thumb, unless you go claw. Oh gosh. Playing claw Rocket League. People do that. Hell, there's one guy who, there's people who play it upside down because they learned how to use the controller that way. See, that was kind of nice, except I didn't readjust it, I kind of just guided it on the exact angle what I came off at. So, that's really easy to save. It's best if I readjust it slightly. So it's best if I don't get like a decent angle, like a too decent angle approach. That was, if I could have carried that, that would have been okay, because it would have been a readjust, and it's difficult, a bit more difficult to evaluate where it's coming, where it's going to, the ball. Oh, I just got a really bad touch. Like, in between a perfect touch and a really bad touch, that was a really bad touch. You've got to get like midway through so that you slow down, but the ball's still in front of you and like close enough to you that you can dribble with it. Like, that was an imperfect touch, and it was a bad touch because I went underneath. And don't forget the bad angle. That's just a horrible setup. I ended up flying away from the ball. That's just me not getting underneath, so when I twisted right, I could not do it. Fun fact, I've got my paddles reversed. I'm playing inverse twist air roll on my R1 and L1. I couldn't get the jump reset. I mean, it's on target. That was just me letting it go by spinning. I mean, it's okay to speed it up. It felt like a fast shot, and I wasn't gonna be able to carry it all the way, so I just let it go. That's just me not keeping up with the ball, so it flies way too forward. I mean, I've got to keep up with the ball, and that's me not hitting it high enough to begin with. It seems to be a difficulty with breakout is to hit it high off the ball. That was incredibly satisfying. You got the angle I was coming in at, and then I directed to the side slightly, and then I controlled it well and get a double touch off of it. I'm not sure if it was going in after the crossbar, but I definitely made sure it was. I couldn't move myself off the leg enough. That's just a bad hit. After one more goal, I'm going to end the stream. It's great practice analysing what I'm doing. But what I'm doing wrong. Next time I need to analyse what I'm doing wrong and how to fix it. Arsenic, you're still here? Oh gosh. Well, you've just revisited, but I'm about to stop streaming. I've been ranting for like an hour non-stop at this point, for like 40 minutes. No one's been in chat, so distracting me. Love you too. Like that. That was okay. It was way too fast. Like, I can't get those fast ones on the Octane. Let's do a baby one to finish it off. There you go, that's a baby one. I can do this perfectly from the right side. From that side, left side, but not from the right. I slowed it down as well in order to get it in. Like, anyway, yeah, I'm ending the stream. Maybe that's what I have to say.